they tell me that between 2010 and 2020, they had about 11 to 1,500 Chinese come across the border. And in the first 11 months of 2023, they had about 33,000 come across the border.
Are you worried about that in terms of it being a military threat? Are you thinking these are people that are escaping a totalitarian, oppressive government and they want to be able to make their own money and live in the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Yes.
Both.
I think there are people that 100% want to get out away from the oppressive government there, for sure. And the number of military-aged men, now I'm just told by people that are at the border and have witnessed this themselves, the number of military-aged men that are showing up with military haircuts, clearly in shape. They're saying these guys are showing up with six-packs and military boots that are coming in is not an insignificant number. Now, where are they going? We don't know. We don't know where they're going. We're not following them. We're not tracking them. And one thing I want to be real careful about, and I'm very sincere about this, I don't want to say anything that causes people to feel badly or foster any kind of hatred toward Asian people in the United States. It's not the people, it's the government that's the problem. I think that we've got, it's just like, if they are sending people over here that are military aged with an agenda, would we be naive to think that if we've let that many in, that they couldn't spread out across the country and in some coordinated effort attack the energy grid here on a given day and create havoc? Of course they could.
Of course they could. Do you remember when that cop went rogue in LA a few years back? I don't remember what caused it, what happened, what the situation was, but he just started killing people. He killed a bunch of people, killed a bunch of cops, and then they wound up getting to him near Big Bear, somewhere up there. He had like holed up in a cabin, and they wound up shooting him. Do you remember that story?
I remember exactly.
And he terrorized that city for as long as he was alive. He terrorized those cops. And a good friend of mine who knows a lot about the military world and the tactical world said, listen, man, it would take 10 dudes, 10 well-trained dudes, and they'd take over this fucking city. I go, really? He goes, 10 guys. He goes, 10 bad motherfuckers who are well-trained and well-armed. Do you remember the, was it North Hollywood, the bank robbery, where those crazy fucks showed up with bulletproof vests and machine guns and took over a bank and had a shootout with the cops on the street? It was insane. It was like a scene out of Heat. That scares the fucking shit out of me.